Welcome to Parenting Matters Now, a source of parenting advice a few minutes at a time. Do you ever want to change yourself? Hi, it's Dr. Roger Smith with Parenting Matters Now. We as parents oftentimes find ourselves very frustrating to our own self, and we want to change ourselves. And there are things that we can do to change ourselves. There's a famous saying in the self-improvement world, and I forget who it's attributed to. It says, "You will remain the same, except for the people that you meet and the books that you read." That was written back in the day before podcasts and other electronic media. And I would include not just the people that you meet physically, but also the people that you meet digitally, or the books, the movies, the other digital resources that you take in. So sometime back, I was watching this movie, and it showed the character making one miserable mistake after another. The movie was quite painful. The character came to this one conclusion. He said, "Of all the things I imagined I could be known as, I was reduced to one, the one that I am." And that's true about us. We are who we are. What a statement. But we can improve the one that we are. We cannot improve without changing, and we will not change without input. Additional input has to be taken in, or else we would have already changed. We need people, we need information, we need advice, we need inspiration, and all those things can come through books, through movies, through other things that we pursue. But we have to pursue them. They do not come to us naturally. Occasionally, we have a dear friend who comes to us and says, "This is something we need to work on." And they use the word "we," and they are part of the resource, part of the input. But quite often, we are the only ones who really can see our inner struggles, our inner flaws, so to speak, that make us repeat the same mistakes. Develop a plan. If there's something, let's say in this area of parenting, something about the way that you're relating to your child, or something is missing in the relationship, get a book. Watch a webinar, a seminar, do something, find some input to look for one good idea that you can begin to implement, and know that change happens very slowly. It is not something that you're going to read the book and suddenly your problems are over. But you can begin with small practices. They say noble deeds are made up of small acts. And that your change, your improvement, self-improvement as a parent or as a employee or anything, as a spouse, those self-improvement actions happen one step at a time, one small deed. But you must begin with getting some input. So that's my challenge to you. Find a resource that you trust, that others trust, that someone has recommended, that you can get maybe even just one small idea of something you can do differently in your day, in the way that you think about yourself, in the way that you plan your day. Without change, improvement is impossible, and change is impossible without input. So find you some resources. Intentionally pursue improvement. It's Dr. Roger Smith with Parenting Matters Now. Subscribe to Parenting Matters Now for more advice, or go to rogersmithmd.com to search for more topics. See you next time.